Hey everybody, Brian Miller, Small Town Movie Watcher. I just got done watching on a date night with my wife, Small Town Movie Watcher Mama, The Big Sick. This movie is rated R for swearing. Lots and lots of swearing. Particularly the F bomb. Lots of it. This movie stars. I'm gonna say his name wrong. I want to say it's Ninjani. That's not right. You would recognize him if you saw him, but it also has Ray Romano and Holly Hunter in this movie. This movie is the real life story about Ninjani and his wife Emily, and how they came to be. It's a love story. It's comedy, love, dark, real life. It's about them and what happened in their lives and how they got together. He's a comedian, has been. Yeah, he was a comedian in Chicago, where his family was, where they immigrated to from Pakistan. And she was a grad student working on her master's in clinical psychology. They met each other at the comedy club. They got together, they hooked up, they ended up falling in love with each other, all the same while that his mother was still trying to do arranged marriage for him, because that's the culture that he came from, was arranged marriages. So they were trying to do matchmaking and arrange his marriage while he was still with this girl. It all comes to fold when he informs her that he hasn't told his family about her, because family is everything to him and he didn't want to be disowned by his family. They break up. She gets sick, ends up in the hospital in a coma. And really, that's the first half of the story. The second half of the story is the relationship that he and her parents form. So there's really two stories to this movie. It's the story, the relationship of he and his first future wife, and also the relationship between him and his in-laws. So the good, the bad, the ugly. The good, selfishly, is that this was a date night. Date night number 2 in a week with my wife, because my children were gone. So that's good. We were able to walk uptown. We got the popcorn. We didn't have to rush. We didn't have to try to figure out if we were going to pay a babysitter. Nothing. We just got to spend time together. But other than that, the movie was, I thought, pretty good. I thought the actors were delightful. Scenes in and around Chicago. Our family goes to Chicago. I go to Chicago maybe a couple times a year. My family goes to Chicago at least once a year. So seeing the things around Chicago, the neighborhoods, the buildings, the river, the trains, all of it said to me, this is Chicago. So that was nice. I thought that was good. I thought that the writing was good. This was written by him and his wife, his real life wife, Emily. She's not in the movie. She might be somewhere, but she doesn't play herself. He plays himself, but the two of them wrote it together. So that was nice. The bad. No, let's go backwards. Ray Romano, delightful in this movie. He plays a typical character that he normally plays. But, I mean, he does. I think he does it well. Holly Hunter, she does a pretty good job. I've never seen her as a mom, but in this movie I saw it and I thought she did a good job. There's his friends. They did a pretty good job on screen. Overall, it was a very delightful movie. The bad of this movie is that there was a lot of swearing. And at one point they say in the movie that you say the F-bomb because the F-bomb's funny. They don't say F-bomb, they say the real word. I'm not a big fan of the F-bomb. I'm not a big fan of swearing in general. So I don't like it. That's just my opinion. I think that the story and the acting um, was better than the swearing. Um, so that's the bad part. I would say that's the ugly part as well. Um, so yeah, good, bad, and ugly. That's it. Back to the good, just real quick. There was a number of times that I laughed because there was some good jokes in it, even during the serious parts. And I actually leaned over to Laura and went, "That would totally be me if you were in a coma in the hospital." So there's that. Um, this movie's been out for 2 or 3 weeks, so at this point it's about ready to leave first run theaters. So I really think that you should head out to see this movie. It was really great. It's a perfect date night movie. It's done by Amazon Studios, so here in the future you're probably not going to see it on Netflix, but you'll probably only see it through Amazon, and you'll only be able to get it probably through Amazon Prime, your Amazon Prime subscription, either to own digitally or to view digitally. Otherwise, you'll probably be able to buy it, have a hard copy of it from your favorite store, but it's probably only going to be able to get it on your digital on demand and digitally or own it through Amazon. It was an Amazon studio production. So, good movie. I really suggest that you guys go out and see it. Brian Miller, not Big Town. Brian Miller, small town movie watcher, just got done watching The Big Sick with my wife. This movie is rated R, but it is a good movie for you and your significant other or spouse or close friends, friends that are girls, friends that are guys that want to see this touching movie. So that's it. Thanks a lot, everybody. Bye.